Hey everybody, it's Matt from Union Horror Movies, and welcome to that time of the month. This time of the month, we're excited because the only blood flow that we're worrying about is the one in the movies. Yes. Again, I want to apologize for not doing a video for quite a while. October kind of sucked for me, but it was also still good. Pros and cons, but the cons kind of outweighed the pros. So after doing the 31 days before, I had to really push myself to get those done. And I really wanted to get them done, and I did, so I'm glad I did. But then I wanted to take a little bit of a break. So I pretty much took a month off of doing videos and, get everything cleared that I needed to get cleared and stuff that just I had to get off my chest. So that's taken care of. So now, without further ado, we're going to get back to more videos and all that fun shit. So right now, grab some fun stuff, and we're going to show off some movies. These are my end of the month haul pickups for the pickup of November. November flew by, so that was crazy. So I hope everybody got a lot of their shopping done, especially for Black Friday, because some of those cool sales from Vinegar Syndrome and Severin hurt the wallet, but I can't wait for those to come in. So December will be kind of badass on what we get. So without further ado, let's show my pickups for November. Right off the bat, you know me, shitty shark films, who knows? And that's the sequel to 47 Meters Down. This is 47 Meters Down Uncaged. I've heard mixes on it, so we'll see. If anybody's seen it, let me know. I actually enjoyed the first 47 Meters Down. I actually have the DVD called In the Deep. Then it was rechanged to 47. So this would be kind of cool to check out. I love the way that shark looks. The trailer looked interesting, so we'll give it a shot and see how it goes. My friend, Terror for Tom there, he showed this off in an Instagram post. I've never seen the trailer, it looked fun. He says, Matt, you gotta get this, because it says you all over it. And that, of course, is Alien Swamp Beast. A cool creature feature type movie, so I had to give it a watch. Just by that title alone, it sucked me in. Found a Mondo Macabro. This movie's been going weird. It will be first shot up to like the 30s and 40s price. And it was down for like $10. And it shot up back and forth. So I figured once it went on cheap again, I'm buying it. And that, of course, is A La Carta. This one is a kind of a possession type film. I don't know much about it. But I said, you know what? Let me grab it now because this thing's probably going to shoot up in price. Mondos do that. Especially just for the regular DVDs, if they don't have a Blu-ray. They'll shoot up, they'll go out of print, and you'll never see them again. And it's very rare when you find Mondos out in the wild. So, figured, snag A La Carta, see how we do. Found this dirt cheap. I've been hearing okay things about it. And that's the next Amityville, The Awakening. We'll see. They've been putting out so many Amityville films. They're just insane. But I actually heard this one was actually pretty decent. So I'll give that one a shot. Next, I did grab Annabelle Comes Home. Again, I've heard mixes on this one. I was not a fan of the first Annabelle. I really did like the second one. So let's hope the third one is actually pretty good. Again, I've heard mixes. Some people really enjoyed it, and some people thought it was crap. We'll see. We'll see how that plays off. You never know with those new films. From Scorpion Releasing and from Ronin Flicks, Assignment Terror. This is a Paul Nashley film. Looks pretty badass, where they get the Universal monsters in here. Pretty much Frankenstein, Werewolf, Mummy, and Dracula. And this looks pretty fun. I saw the trailer for it and I had to jump on that. So you can get this through Ronin Flicks. Definitely recommend their site. They're pretty good with their films, especially shipping. Found this at Soundgarden cheap. Said, screw it, I don't own it. What the hell? That, of course, is finally Black Sabbath. Awesome anthology. Finally putting this in the collection. Took me forever. I don't know why. Sorry about that, but it's in the collection. Next is a creature feature that I had in a 12-pack or something. And I just wanted it on a separate release. I got rid of the 12-pack because the rest of the films were awful. But this one was actually pretty decent. So I figured, what the hell, I found a cheap copy from Brain Damage Films. If you're familiar with Brain Damage, you know what you're going to get. That's called The Craving. About a bunch of kids going to a Burning Man show. They get lost. This crazy, I want to say a hitchhiker or whatnot, sends them off. They get in trouble. And of course, they're haunted by this monster that picks them off one at a time. And it's pretty cool. Yeah. Very bloody, very gory. So, The Craving. This one's been on my Amazon wishlist for a long time. Finally grabbed it. I said, screw it, why not? And I called this Creep Van. Creep Van's pretty cool. It's kind of like a slasher, but his weapon is all his truck. The truck is set for booby traps. So when he picks people up, like hitchhiking, grabs people and throws them in, they all die in the weird traps in his van. So, of course, this one kid, he wants to get his first car. He finds that this van is for sale. He starts, intriguing on it. His friends start getting killed around this van. It was actually a pretty decent film. So I definitely recommend checking out Creep Van. With Scream Factory putting their shit out of print a lot, decided, you know what, let me grab some of their older titles that I don't own. And hopefully, they're good. And Soundgarden had this for cheap. So I grabbed it, of course. Day of the Dead. I had the DVD. I figured, get the Blu-ray, because you never know. This could go out of print. Especially some of their older stuff. You never know how that goes. Next, just came in today, called Divine Fury. This looks like a cool Asian possession film. It's kind of like mixed martial arts. So you got MMA and exorcism. It looked pretty cool. The trailer looks sick. There's like a one scene where this one guy gets grabbed by this weird armed monster. It was just all arms. Comes out of this pool, all arms grabbing the guy and pulls him back in the pool. Got me hooked. So like, let me see how it goes. If anybody's seen it, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Haven't watched it yet, but this looks pretty sick. So cool possession type film. So definitely, yeah. Alright, this is from The Film Detective. I'm going to say this all wrong. It's called EGA. EGOD. I don't know. This is said it's limited to 1,500. There's no number. So I don't know what number I got. I hate that. I hate when they say the limit. They'll put a certain number out and they say, limited to 1,500. Number it. So we know where we're at. Because they could just put out more and just say, it's still limited. But it's got the special edition. It even has the Mystery Science Theater 3000 on here about a killer caveman. So what the heck went out from Film Detective? So I had to pull the trigger. Now everyone has shown this, and I finally got it, of course, is the Monster Godzilla Criterion book. This thing is fucking huge. It's bigger than the Herschel Gordon Lewis cereal box. So yeah, I've already watched a couple of the movies on here. They look great. Some of the films are not in English subs, so I just watch it. I mean, it doesn't have English dubbing. All of them has subs, but it doesn't have the dubbing. So yeah, you got your book, and then there's a disc in the back. Like I said, everyone and their mother has shown this, so I'm not really going to show it as much. But yeah, this is awesome. I own season 1, but never owned season 2. That's Helix. So I got to finish off season 1. I heard season 2 is not the greatest, but still kind of cool. Found it super cheap on Amazon. If you've seen the TV show Helix, let me know. Love to hear your thoughts. Some more upgrades from Soundgarden. I got a couple more Scream Factories. The House That Dripped Blood. I had this on DVD, so I upgraded. Great little horror anthology from Hammer. In the Mouth of Madness, finally in the collection. Came with the slip too. I found it at Soundgarden for like $20. So I figured, this is another one that could go out of print down the road. We don't know. For some reason, Scream Factories, I don't know if they're losing their rights to some films or not. Who knows? Found this cheap at a game store called Jekyll and Hyde. I don't think much about it. I think this is from the 90s or early 2000s. Yeah, 2005. So if anybody's seen this one, let me know. Love to hear your thoughts. Had some points at work, so I grabbed The Island of Dr. Moreau. Finally got this to the collection. I had the documentary on this, how bad Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando, I guess, worked together on this. So, finally having the movie in the collection. Found another old Anchor Bay in the wild, which shocked me, which is the one I've been after. And it was actually dirt cheap, called The Johnsons. And as you can see, it's the old Anchor Bay right there. Never seen it. And I found it in a video game shop. And it actually came with the insert. So that's awesome. So The Johnsons, if I've seen it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. More Mim Universe movies. I've been still trying to get them. I've been very slow. But I actually had one of these on DVD. So I upgraded. That's, of course, the Giant Spider. And it came from Another World double feature. I gotta grab the rest. Those are pretty cool films. If you like the old 1950s movies, these are kind of remakes, but they're their own new films, but they're all done old. But they're pretty cool. Another Scorpion releasing from Ronin Flicks, Mom. Mom's pretty cool. It's like a werewolf film. Cheesy hell. Had to grab it. Look at that face. Only a mother could love. So yeah, Mom. Finally a cool Blu-ray. I almost bought the DVD. The DVD is like a weird DVD-R. I'm glad I held off, so I said, nah, I'll grab the Blu-ray. And I'm glad I did. Another weird Soundgarden pickup. I heard this movie is really bad, but it's a creature feature, and that's Mutantis. I know Jeremy hates this. Moods was not a big fan of it, and so was JP, but it's a creature feature type deal, low budget, so we'll give it a shot. Mutantis, we'll see. Polaroid, I really enjoyed Polaroid. Pretty much a possessed camera, takes your picture. There's like the spirit blotch that's behind you, and that's next in line. I like possessed antiquities or artifacts or anything like that. So this one you have a possessed camera. I've been waiting for it to come out. It was supposed to get a US release. Never got a US. Went to weird obscurity. Like there was a Blu-ray from Germany for a while. So I finally got a US release on DVD. So I'm kind of happy to own the DVD. If I had a Blu-ray, it would have been better. But you know what? I'm just happy to own the movie. So Polaroid. Fun shit. Another upgrade is, actually not an upgrade, but another Scream Factory is the Poughkeepsie tapes. My buddy Greg sent me a bootleg copy of it, so now I finally own the original release. Good film. Fucking freaky. Another Scream Factory, thank you. The Prophecy. I love this movie. Awesome mutated bear movie. Had it on DVD. Loved it when I was a kid. So now I get the upgrade. It's got some cool special features. So if you love killer mutated bears, this movie's up your alley. Definitely up mine. I freaking love that movie. This one is from Camp Motion Pictures. Had to switch it over because this reversible artwork's pretty badass. Called Red Letter Day. This one looks pretty cool about these people who move into a new house, and these red letters start appearing everywhere. And they open it up and says, you have to kill this person on this paper. There's a picture and everything, but every people got red letters too. So who's sending out these red letters? And of course now these people are going after them. They all think it's a joke, but it's not. This looked pretty cool, so I gotta get this one to watch. I love that artwork. Reminds me of very Creepshow-esque artwork. So Red Letter Day, if anybody's seen it, let me know. I can't wait to watch it. Finally got a release. It took forever and a day, but Return to Nukem High Part 2. If you've seen the first one, oh yeah, here's some more fun from Troma. Finally added to the collection. Thank you, Troma. I think I got this from Etsy. And that's a limited edition Blu-ray called Scarecrow County. It's even signed by the director, which is right here. I thought it was a piece of straw. Trailer looks pretty cool, so I got this one to watch. It's a blind buy independent film, so if anybody's seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts if you've seen it or not. Scarecrow County looks like about a killer scarecrow. Well, I'm game. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I actually like this one. My wife's read the books, and we saw it in the theater together, and we both really enjoyed it. So I'm glad to have this in the collection. Skeleton Man and Vampire Wars. I mostly got this for Skeleton Man. It's another old Sci-Fi Channel flick that I've been after. And it came with a double pack. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. From Asylum. But it's called Sleeping Beauty. This is a creature feature version of Sleeping Beauty. And of course it's done in the asylum, so it's all kind of low budget shit. It was actually entertaining. There was some cool monsters, zombie nights, some good gore. So yeah, I was actually surprised that Asylum did this. It's got Casper Van Dien in it for just a little bit. He has a cameo here and there. He plays the king, but he falls asleep. So of course these people had to go save the princess, but someone has a different version. He wants to, the money. He doesn't give a shit. But it was actually pretty cool. So I definitely recommend Sleeping Beauty. I found this for $5 on Amazon. So why not? Another Sci-Fi Channel flick. Snake Man. This was fun. It's a giant killer snake attacking people in the forest. It's like a snake hydra. So yeah. Snake Man was definitely worth the fun watch. Finally grabbed Stacy. This is a Synapse DVD. Asian horror, zombies. I guess when these girls turn to a certain age, they turn into a zombie. So of course the government has to step in and stop them. So yeah, gotta give them. Probably give that a watch at some point. Alright. Upgraded. I got Stakeland Collection. It's got Stakeland 1 and 2. Now if you're familiar, Stakeland 1's really good. I had Stakeland 2, but the disc was ruined, so I never got a chance to watch it. So I wanted to upgrade, and these actually had the special features as the normal single releases. So to save room, I grabbed the collection. So I heard the first one. I know the first one's really good, but I don't know much about the second one. Supernova, another Scream Factory release. I forgot all about this movie. I remember it back in the 90s, the trailer. Never saw it. Figured, what was that movie about again with the spaceship and the guy mutating into an alien? I'm like, oh yeah, Supernova. The trailer looked funky. It's got some good high cast people in it. It's not good, but I'll give it a shot. I upgraded my old Burn On Demand Blu-ray. It's got Tragedy Girls and FMA on it here. This was released by a horror pack, but I found it separately on eBay, and it was like cheap. So I wanted my own regular not Burned On Demand, but normal version of Tragedy Girls. So this was the way to go. So if you want to get it out by itself, you have to get it on a Burn On Demand. So this actually comes with both films. So what the hell, why not? Again, a 2-for-1 deal. I'm game. From SRS Cinema, V is for Vampires. I heard this is kind of like a rare shot-on-video film that finally got a release. I'll give it a shot. Don't know much about it. Another upgrade from a 4-pack. Wolfen. Love Wolfen. It's been a long time since I watched it, and I forgot it was in that 4-pack. So upgraded. Well worth the upgrade. That's for sure. And last but not least for this update is, of course, the Young Cannibals. This was actually a fun creature feature. I almost did a review, so I wanted to wait, about these kids who eat these burgers made out of humans. So they become cannibals, and this monster goes around eating cannibals. Good. Actually, the story sounds really weird, but when you watch the movie, it works. The music in here is really cool as well. The creature looks pretty badass. The story was fun. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, check out The Young Cannibals. Pretty cool creature feature type film. It was actually worth it. So yeah, new film. Alright guys, that is my haul. Again, thank you very much for checking out this video. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on these movies. If you see them, thinking about buying them, or like, stay away from that one. Well, I already have it, so I'll watch it. And if it sucks, well, guess what? It goes into the return bin to go for store credit to more purchases. So yeah, that is my haul, guys. Again, thanks very much for understanding my time away from YouTube. I had to debunk and defunk myself from all the bad shit that happened in October, and definitely well needed. And I'm glad to be back. Stay tuned for more videos. Definitely gonna be doing my 12 Days of Horror coming up for Christmas time, and other fun shit, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and if you please haven't, please like and subscribe. Alright guys, have yourself a good one. Peace.